All right, so welcome to another episode of Aho Studio TV. I'm here with another episode, part 2 of the Why Batman is Not a Hero opinion. Let me make sure I say that more than enough. This is my opinion of why I don't believe Batman is a hero. And we're going to stick with our guns. We're going to double, triple, quadruple down on why Batman is not a hero. So, part 2, we're going to name it Born in the System. Now, when people talk about Bruce Wayne, they talk about the tragedy. You can't have one without the other. Bruce Wayne plus tragedy equals the placebo hero. That's how it happens. The boy who lost everything in that alley, Crime Alley of all places. God forbid we go to a place called Crime Alley and crime happens. Moving on. So, of course, that night on Crime Alley, Gotham took Thomas and Martha Wayne, the two most powerful philanthropists of Gotham City. The fact of the matter is, the tragedy only tells half the story. The other half of that story that people seem to ignore is the legacy, the old money that Wayne Enterprises kind of gave Bruce Wayne. Now, the Waynes were not just wealthy. They were old money. They were Gotham City's aristocracy. Old money that just kind of doesn't fade away after a generation or two. It is stapled into what is known to be Gotham City. It is safe to say that the Wayans probably owned Gotham City to some extent. Hear me out. Wayne Enterprises funds nearly every major industry in Gotham. Fact. That is fact. This includes defense contracts, R&D labs, private medical centers, and even sections of Arkham Asylum itself, which is, like I said in episode 1, Gotham City. And this is the same insane asylum that endlessly cycles Gotham's mentally ill through a revolving door. You think that's by accident? Or do you think the Batman kind of triggers them and say, hey, I haven't fought a villain in a while, give me one. Give him one. Kill. Now, let me calm down. Bruce Wayne, the placebo hero, he didn't build the system. He merely inherited it. He is the typical heir to a throne. He mistook inheritance as responsibility. And he took it upon himself to say, it is now my responsibility to clean up the city. Let me dress up. Let me dress up and be the hero that the city needs. Not realizing that his heroic antics is the reason why Gotham City has those villains. So instead of dismantling the empire that keeps Gotham dependent on the Batman, the placebo hero that we're going to call him, he rebranded it. Traded boardrooms for rooftops, shareholders for shadows. Am I lying? It's kind of poetic if you think about it. A billionaire dressing up to punish the consequences of his own class. The elites, to whom he protects. Because they're not the ones dying as a result of all of his villains' actions. No. They get kidnapped and then they get saved and then they go back to their life of wealth and comfort. Now, my opinion still, every fist that the placebo hero throws in Crime Alley is a confession. Every villain he cages is just a reflection. And it rhymed. Doom comes like a vacuum, 'cause death sucks and smells like a raccoon or a baboon. No, but seriously, back to the story. Batman cannot fight crime when he is the ecosystem that creates it. Truthfully, Gotham City doesn't have any crime that any other city doesn't have. He just thinks he needs to be the one to solve it and not let the police do their job. He's above them. And you know what else I think? I think the people know that Bruce Wayne is Batman. They just want to play naive, ignorant. The Batman, the placebo hero, the Batman's myth begins with pain, but it survives through privilege. That's what you're looking at. A man with power and privilege and endless bank accounts funded by the wealth that he got through his parents. Nepo baby. The reality is Bruce Wayne was never fighting against Gotham. He was fighting to control parts that he couldn't buy. He was born in the system, yes. Trained by the system, protected by it. He's untouchable. He's untouchable. Tell me when I'm wrong. Gotham City didn't lose a son that night. They crowned him. Bruce Wayne, Batman, the Nepo baby. But for this series, the placebo hero, the billionaire savior, in the city his family built and broke. Stay tuned for part 3. Peace.